Hey everyone, Spider-Man 1991 here with another Spidey vlog. Last week, my last Spidey vlog was about new comic book TV shows that I'm excited for this fall. This week I was going to do some returning comic book shows that I'm excited to see, but when I was preparing all the notes for them, this video was mostly going to be about both Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2 and Arrow Season 3. However, when I made the notes and stuff, I realized that there's a lot I'm going to talk about for both shows. So instead, I decided to split this up into two videos. This week I'm going to talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Next week I'll talk about the next season of Arrow. So I figured that way the videos will be shorter and everyone will win. Okay, so let's get started. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2. Alright, when Season 1 aired, at first I was excited for it because Joss Whedon was behind it, Phil Coulson was alive. It was going to be interesting to see how the show would work within the Marvel Universe. There were a couple crossovers with some of the movies. First Thor: The Dark World, then we got the whole Uprising event as a result of the events of Captain America: The Winter Soldier. And I enjoyed that part of this. And I think at first the show during its first season was kind of slow at times. The clairvoyant plot was interesting. We also got the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of Deathlock, so that was cool. And then, however, I think the show really got better once we had the whole big reveal that Hydra's been inside S.H.I.E.L.D. and eventually it became S.H.I.E.L.D. versus Hydra. Because I mean, obviously, if you're going to make a show about S.H.I.E.L.D., you should have Hydra appear at some point. And so they did it in a good way. They pretty much did a good job sort of using the events of Captain America, the Winter Soldier, in this case the reveal of the Hydra cell within S.H.I.E.L.D. being a good idea to help the actual Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV series. I thought that was a good thing that now the agents pretty much had to do with the fallout while Captain America went to go find Bucky. So really, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was kind of like, at first, very slow to keep me interested in, but then Uprising, boom, over the marks. Very nice job. Also, I thought it was pretty cool how we had the reveal of how Coulson came back to life. That was something that at first I wanted to know, and then the reveal, and then the way they revealed it, though, the connection that the way they did it involved a dead alien, I thought that was brilliant, and not really a tie to Guardians of the Galaxy, but just like a nice reference that, there are other species out there in the Marvel Universe. Okay, so the way Season 1 ended was basically S.H.I.E.L.D. defeating the Hydra cell one Hydra cell that was led by former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent John Garrett, who was also the mentor to a member of Coulson's team, Grant Ward, who, at the end, Garrett was killed and Ward was arrested. And also Fury came back, helped Coulson's team, then gave Coulson the toolbox that he needed to help rebuild S.H.I.E.L.D. and told him it's all his now. And also the season ended with kind of an ominous note too, with when Agent Coulson started to draw the same pattern that Garrett did. But that's something I'm going to get into with my notes. Okay, so first off, basically rebuilding S.H.I.E.L.D. That's something that I think this season's going to be focused on at first. Like I said, they took down one Hydra cell, but S.H.I.E.L.D's still pretty much in a very not stable place right now. What's left of S.H.I.E.L.D. pretty much is all scattered. Coulson's team is probably the last the last team of S.H.I.E.L.D. that's probably still together at this point, although Fury did lead them to another secret base where they could rebuild it, so that'll be good. There's still other Hydra cells out there. There's, how we saw at the end of Captain America: The Winter Soldier, there was the bunker where Baron von Strucker is. That's something there could be more Hydra cells out there that I think S.H.I.E.L.D's going to be going after. Also this season, apparently S.H.I.E.L.D. is still not really on the good side of the law. Technically they are the good guys, but the whole world doesn't know it yet. As far as the rest of the world is concerned, S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra are basically the same thing. because of that, Shield's doesn't really have a lot of authority with the rest of the security of the world. So I think right now, though, Coulson's team is mainly going to be in the shadows and doing things covert, not letting the rest of the world know that Shield's still out there yet. Okay, and another thing. So yeah, basically, I think the main thing behind this season will be rebuilding S.H.I.E.L.D. That's something that Coulson really wants to do. All right, next up, another thing I want to talk about: the effects of the drug that brought back Coulson, Skye, and Garrett. GH325. The alien, it came from a blue humanoid alien, which at first when I saw it, I probably assumed, like a lot of people, that it was a Kree alien, but it wasn't confirmed. But it really wasn't confirmed that this alien is a Kree. I could be wrong. I think they haven't officially confirmed the subject GH's species yet, so it is possible it could be another alien, not necessarily the Kree, because I know everyone probably thinks it's the Kree after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy. I still think it could be the Kree, but maybe not. And when I say the drug, and also this drug pretty much led to Project Tahiti, which, by the way, towards the end of Season 1, we find out that originally Coulson was the head of the project until I guess they dismantled it, and I guess Fury had Coulson's memory wiped into forgetting he was the one who started it who was behind it in the first place. But actually, Coulson kind of had a change of heart about it, saying that the drug was still unstable, which I guess we saw with Garrett. Because here's the thing, though, but there's something about Garrett that separates him from Coulson and Skye. Garrett also had a bunch of Deathlock tech and extremists hooked up to him that when he was shot, Ward injected him with their only sample of GH325, so Garrett would be alive. And after that, Garrett went really crazy. Yeah, he went batshit crazy. That is definitely the best word I would describe it. And he started drawing these weird diagrams, which at the very final scene, the end tag of Season 1, we saw Coulson doing the exact same thing. But here's the thing, though. I don't think, if there is some sort of side effect like that, I don't think it will affect Coulson or Skye, because remember, Skye also was injected with the drug to save her life. So I don't think they might have the same. There may be side effects, but probably not the same ones that Garrett experienced, because Garrett's insanity could have been caused by a combination, by having all that different stuff: the alien drug, the Deathlock tech, and the extremists all at once could have definitely messed with his head. But for Skye and Coulson, they may have to deal with the side effects later on, but it could be different. And even Coulson and Skye may not experience the same things, because after all, Skye, we still don't know exactly what's going on with her past, because this is something else I want to talk about. Skye's parents. We saw another scene they had in Season 1, at the end of Season 1, was Raina, the flower dress lady, going to see Skye's father, who was completely hidden from us, but he was apparently covered in blood. So no idea what's that about. But apparently this season, Skye's father will be a recurring character known as the Doctor. Also, whenever people have talked about Skye's past or anything, they've said the dialogue seems to indicate that Skye isn't exactly a normal human. Could she be an Inhuman? We don't know. That is definitely one. I would say that is definitely one of the most probably the most popular theory amongst fans is probably Skye being an Inhuman, which I think makes sense because, if Marvel had the rights, they probably would just outright say Skye's a mutant, but they can't. So the Inhumans might play a role in this, and there is going to be an Inhumans movie. So naturally it makes sense that Skye would be revealed as an Inhuman. And also this could be an explanation. Also, even if Skye's not Inhuman, this could also lead into Age of Ultron in a way, because we have Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch, and they're not mutants in this continuity because of Fox. So maybe it's possible that when we discover what makes Skye so different, that could be an explanation as to why Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch have their powers. in the Marvel universe, cinematic universe. But overall, in terms of Sky's parents, it does feel like they are going to be playing the Inhuman angle there. So there's that. Okay, next up, this season we are going to have a bunch of new characters too. We are going to have some new member. Nick Coulson's team will have some new members. We will get characters named Nick Blood and Alfonso Mac McKenzie, and also from last season we had Coulson's team was joined by Agent Triplet, who was at first a recurring character, but now I think this season he's going to be a regular, which I think is great. Which I really hope he is a well. I mean, he was in the cast photo with that. Well, I mean, Triplet was in the cast photo for season 2, so he might be a regular. He might not. I hope he is a regular because he was awesome during the last few episodes. He was really great. He also played a big role in helping Coulson's team take down Garrett's Hydra Cell and take down Ward. So I think it makes perfect sense, and I think that'll make a lot of fans happy. Next, also we're going to be introduced to a bunch more characters from S.H.I.E.L.D. and including Bobby Morse, aka Mockingbird, who in the comics is known for being Hawkeye's ex-wife. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have Hawkeye and Mockingbird in one episode, but still, we got Mockingbird on the show. That's great. That's great. They're doing something good. They're having good ideas in Marvel, bringing in more comic book characters. I like that. And also, this year, between now and May, which is usually when all the shows have their finales, the only Marvel movie that will be coming out will be Avengers: Age of Ultron. And if they play, and the way the guys behind the show might play it is they're going to save their finale for after Age of Ultron, because I think that I think they could do the same thing that they did this season with Captain America: The Winter Soldier. The way that ended is they dealt with the fallout of that movie. So they could have S.H.I.E.L.D. or Coulson's team deal with what's left over from Age of Ultron, because even if the Avengers do destroy Ultron, it is possible a fragment or something of Ultron's consciousness could survive and still be on Earth, and that's what could be the season 2 finale for S.H.I.E.L.D., for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So that's what I think could happen. Anything else this season? But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now. Naturally, I am excited for this show. I will say that season 1 was definitely a mixed bag, but overall, I would highly recommend Marvel movie fans check it out. I think the DVDs are coming out this week, so you should definitely try to rent those or see the entire first season on Netflix or Hulu, because season 2 will be starting this Tuesday. Luckily, I got this vlog up in time. So yeah, thanks for watching. What you guys think is going to happen in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2? Comment below. Next week, I'll be talking about Season 3 of Arrow. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. I'm Spider-Man 1991 saying see you later.